It's like I'm just at home chilling. Wait, what's that? Shh, what's that? Oh, I gotta go see Britt. Britt needs me. It's like the bat signal.
Hey everyone!
Hi guys.
Welcome back to another episode of 30 Kinda Flirty.
It's October, baby.
That's beautiful.
It's the best time of the year. It's the best time of the year. Put that scarf on tight. Or wrap that scarf on tight. Jump in the sweater. Jump in the sweater. Jump in the sweater. Okay.
He's wearing flannel today, so I was a little excited.
This is the first time we're recording in October, and I'm so excited.
Happy October, everyone.
Best time of the year.
5th.
All the basics. Get into formation.
Yes.
So, yeah.
What's up?
What's up? Okay, so for our first episode for October, we're doing a fall-inspired, fall-themed
Fall
episode.
for the basic bitch.
Fall for the basic bitch.
The basic boo. Oh, the basic boo.
I've been called that many times.
You would be.
The basic boo.
You are a basic boo.
Before we get started, though, we have a little story to tell. Oh,
That's you, Joe.
Usually Brittany interrupts me all the time, so I just expect it now. We have a story from a listener. She's actually a friend of the pod, but we're going to keep it anonymous.
Oh, she's a beauty, isn't
But
she?
it dates back to our plastic surgery episode. And we had someone message us through Instagram their own plastic surgery story.
Which we love because this is what I wanted.
Yeah. So,
I actually haven't heard this yet.
no, you haven't, have you? No.
No, I
okay.
haven't.
So, a friend of ours, she said that through high school, she had big double D's, big titties. And then after she got into running and exercise, they started to get smaller and a bit saggy. So she wanted to change that.
That's fair.
So in 2014, so not that long ago,
No.
she decided, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to work on my boobs. And she had the money and she was doing it just for her. She was single, so she wasn't doing it for a man to please anybody. It was just for her. So she had one consultation. And that she was told to get the natural look she was looking for, perky, she would need to have under the muscle implants and a lift. Okay?
Okay.
So she was quoted $11,000.
Holy
and she booked it.
Oh my God.
So the one consult, a quote, $11,000.
You know who I'm taking out for dinner?
And she booked it. Yeah. But you better call her later, see what she's up to.
Oh, Shantae.
So she had it done, and
Yeah.
the total recovery was about 8 weeks.
Okay.
Okay. She had a follow-up 6 months later.
Okay.
Okay. And she's thinking, great, got my perky
I've got
tits.
my perky tits.
Go for the follow-up.
Yep.
Things are good.
Yep, come through.
The doctor told her he didn't lift enough around the implant and that she would need a second lift to perfect them. So another $5,000.
Shut up.
Yes. So, she said, $6,000 later, 7 years later, here are her thoughts and her tips. Okay.
I thought you said you were thoughts on her tits.
Thoughts on her, tips for the tits. Tips for the tits. A new segment. Tips for the tits.
Oh my God.
Shop around for doctors. She only went to the one doctor,
Right,
had the
got her
consultation,
consult.
booked it.
Okay.
She said go and get a couple consultations just to get some second opinions on how they would do the procedure, and maybe the cost would be a little bit different.
Yep.
Really think about it. Really think about different scenarios that you're going to be in. One thing she mentioned that I never thought of was think about the fashion trends, how you're wearing outfits, because that's going to change, obviously.
For sure.
So I guess thinking ahead, fashion trends, how you're going to wear things, are things going to look as good on you now that you've changed your body? And also really research the potential complications. It doesn't seem like she had anything too bad, but things could happen. And she also said that every 10 years you are supposed to replace them. And that's another, or I don't know how much that is, but to remove them is $10K.
Remember we were saying a tune-up?
Yeah, you got to get a tune-up. Your mileage. You got to do
Yeah.
whatever, you got to do your mileage.
Yeah.
And to remove them is about $10K. So she is planning on getting hers removed.
Is she?
Well, she said she has some pec damage and shoulder pain.
Wow.
I think especially when she works out and stuff. So she really wants to get them out. And
she is like fit. She
and
is
now
hot.
she's saying she's starting to think like what she could have done with that money.
Yeah.
$16,000.
Just to have them removed.
So,
too.
I mean, food for thought. I know we talked in that episode like we would, consider getting things done down the road if we felt like it, but
we didn't talk about the aftermath either.
Serious decision.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that can come with it. So I'm glad we got that story.
I am glad too, because the thing is when you get things like that done, especially like breasts, right, or nose and stuff like that, you never hear the stories of people not having regrets, because you don't want to say regrets.
But a lot of people do end up getting them out.
Yeah.
Chrissy Teigen.
Oh my God, that's a good
out,
story. Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of them that have to get them out. So,
oh, wow. So get
those
titties.
At the end of the day, you're putting a foreign object in your body.
Yeah. And I mean, let's be real.
We just we remove our cosmetic episode. We're just going to take this down.
Like, you would look beautiful at any size, gorgeous at any size. You got to feel good about yourself. And if, at the end of the day, if it doesn't make you feel good anymore, then later.
Yep. So she's planning on getting them taken out, but it's going to be $10,000.
Wow. So. Maybe we should take her for dinner.
No, she'll take us.
All right.
And just, I'm sure she's listening to this, so just want to let her know that we love her and we hope that we get to see her soon. It's been a while, so.
It has been.
All right.
Okay.
Back to regular scheduled programming.
Back to the October episode.
So we're doing a fall-inspired episode.
Yeah,
but we're going to tie it into some of our main themes of like being in your 30s and going through your 30s and things you're going to go through.
Yeah.
So wrap up in a cozy blanket. Grab your warm pumpkin spice latte.
Yep.
And let the leaves fly.
Oh.
No, you're going to do music there.
Okay.
Then we're going to go into it.
Right? Like what kind of music though?
Okay. Well,
like
that's
spooky.
for you to decide.
Boo-doo-doo. That's Alien.
Okay. Well, aliens are creepy.
Fall. Joey's leading this one.
No, don't tell them that.
Well, come on.
Now I'm nervous.
You're going to be fine. Go for it. You
okay.
blonde bimbo.
When we think of with the fall, I think the main thing you think of in the fall is fashion. Okay?
Yes. Oh,
so,
for sure.
Dating. We're dating in our 30s. Perfect first date outfits. I love when men are wearing like a cozy, nice crew neck sweater, or like that cable net
what color?
Sweater.
Light or dark?
The neutrals, right? Yeah. Grays, a nice beige, a neutral beige. Oh my God, that looks so good. Or they're wearing like a flannel, like a button-up flannel like I am right now.
Joey looks really good right now.
It's got the plaid, like a plaid gray. Yeah. Or buffalo plaid. I don't wear colors. I'm a very neutral kind of person.
You do,
but
like your buffalo plaid.
Love buffalo plaid, and I've been told I look really good in it.
He does. So. That's that red and black checkered. Right?
Yeah. And a nice pair of like dark denim jeans, and like a nice pair of brown like Denver Haze or Bluntstone boots. Oh, even when the man
like
wears
you're
like
taking
a
me
nice
there.
scarf.
You're taking me there.
Taking a story.
Yeah.
But so I always have the staples for fall. I always have, my dark denim. I always have my khakis. I always have my boots. I always have lots of cardigans, lots of sweaters, lots of scarves. Got them all. But you have recently revamped your wardrobe a bit for fall.
Yeah. I've been talking to Joey about like I need fall clothes. I was trying to do a fall capsule wardrobe where you spend like, X amount of dollars, 10 pieces, mix and match.
Yep.
So... And I've recently like been going through like a health journey and stuff. So my weight has really fluctuated lately.
She looks great.
Okay, thank you.
She does.
And so I didn't want to get anything like super small what I fit now because I don't know where I'm going to be, and also
or spend a lot of money.
A lot of money, right? I wanted to make sure that I'm like keeping it in check. Mm-hmm. So what does your old girl do? So I jumped on the bandwagon with all the 20-year-olds, and I thought I would try out Shine. Can
I just say real quick, whenever Brittany's talking about ordering this order, every time she says the company name, she says it differently. Sometimes in the same sentence, she'll be like, and my Shine order came in, and I fucking hate Shane. Did I say that?
Yeah, like I don't know what it's called.
Shiny.
I am realizing, okay, full disclaimer, I know what they stand for, and I know all the practices in which they do, but let's talk about that for a sec. Fall fashion, really fucking hard to find fall fashion. All our stores are closing. All of our stores are all online now. You can't find anything anywhere.
I haven't even looked yet, to be honest with you.
It's been brutal. H&M has some really cute things in right now, but not fall. Like I was in there the other day. Like, this is H&M. It's a lot of neutrals and stuff, but not like that like deep forest greens,
like
and
rustic,
the plaids and the mustard yellows, not like dark. Anyways, back to my order. So I did go there. And I got a big order: dress, corduroy skirt, bodysuits. I was feeling good about this order.
A lot of nice outfits you could wear on a first date.
A lot of really cute fringes. Right? I think I got like 10 or 12 pieces, but like collectively probably 25 outfits. Order came in. There was a whole shipping fiasco.
Debacle. Message
me on Instagram if you want the details, because I'll tell you not to do it. Got my stuff. It is questionable. It's questionable. If you're looking for like a first date thing and you just kind of like a one-off, he comes to you and he's like, hey babe, like I want to take you to the apple orchard. Go on.
Oh, what a dream.
Find something cute on there, because then you're never going to wear it again. Who cares? Or a Halloween costume. Be great for that. An everyday like fall wardrobe. No. Anyways, so things came in. Things were looking cheap. You can tell that they're a little cheap. Dark black jeans. They're cheap. But the one thing that stood out to me is I got this really cute sweater, and it's like beige and mustard yellow, and it's just so fall cozy. But I'm pretty sure if I stand next to an open flame, like I'm going up. Like, it smells like chemical, like factory. Like, I can't even begin to tell you. You smell this thing and you're just like...
You look over at me. I have like a lighter in my hand.
Yeah. Like, it is not good. It is like, I would just go up in flames. So 10 out of 10
you get
would
what
not
you
recommend.
pay for.
You
right?
get what you pay for. And
you
you know what? I got, like I said, I got like 12 pieces or 13 pieces. I got a pair of jeans, a corduroy skirt, bodysuits, like 3 sweaters, and it cost me like $150
And I think the good thing about
Canadian.
that, that's the good thing about that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't fit you next year, who cares,
well,
right?
that's just it.
Donate it.
That's just it. And yes, like I said, I'm fully aware about their business practices. I do not support it. However, there's lots of places out there that do the same thing.
Well, you're in a pinch.
I'm not proud, but I went and I did it.
So I kind of spoke to a man, you know, what I think when a man would look good in, right? Lumberjack type guy.
Yep.
Girls. I'm thinking a girl, like I love when girls wear those like infinity scarves, like the plaid looking scarves.
Yep. I think hats are really in right now.
Yep.
You know that I have a hat. Should I go get it?
No, please don't. It's not a good sight, folks.
I got like on GG Pip, which we love. We love them. They're expensive. They're nice. They're good quality, but it just doesn't.
It just didn't.
It's bad, guys. It's not good.
So what else? What else would girls wear?
I think I really like black boots or like a dark boot or Blundstones, I guess, with like leggings and a oversized sweater or a jacket. Jackets are really in right now.
Jackets are in. Which is really the cross between a jacket.
Yeah. And a
shirt?
Sweater?
Sweater?
A sweater.
I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, it's like a fleece little cozy. I really love the look of a hoodie, like a gray hoodie under a jacket with the plaid with like black jeans.
Yeah.
And, it looks
or
so
like
good.
a long, like I always think too, like a beige or oatmeal colored cardigan or like a duster type.
Yeah,
right?
corduroy.
It's just such a nice time.
Corduroy's
to get cozy.
really in.
And like I've said this before, Summer House, Bravo, one of my favorite reality TV shows. They're coming out with a winter house, a winter edition. And when they released, I had no idea it was coming. And when they released those pictures of all them wearing beige and whites and neutral fall winter clothing, I freaked because it just looks so good. There's something about fall fashion that just looks so good. The coloring, the coziness, the knits. Like, I just want a man to take me apple picking and then lead me off the trail a bit, and
it's gonna get X-rated, folks, so tune off. Listen, I think too with summer and it's the pandemic, I think some people are probably self-conscious about like when you're in the summer, you can wear like dresses and skirts and stuff and kind of hide your legs or hide your tummy or hide different. My biggest thing I would say is if you're like nervous about, I don't say body image, but you're not feeling it. What's really in is like black skinny jeans with like plaid tied around your waist.
Yes.
That way you're like super fashionable, but also like you're covering those places that do make you a little unconscious, like you know what I mean, self-conscious.
Yeah,
make you unconscious.
And we're all a little self-conscious on a first
Oh my
date,
gosh, yeah.
Right?
And we're actually, not to a little plug here, but we are going to do an episode on dating, and that kind of falls in with. It's cuffing season, as you said. This is why we're talking about it right now.
Yeah, exactly. So to that point,
yeah,
we've got the outfits on. What are we going to do?
Where are we going to go?
Where are you going to take me on that date?
Where are we going to go?
Okay. So one of my favorite things to do in fall, just in general, is to take a run. You know, okay, you got your outfit on.
Yep.
Run through Starbucks.
Yep.
Get your pumpkin.
With your man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's picked you up. He's taking you to Starbucks.
Yeah.
And you're going to get yourself either your pumpkin spice latte, your apple crisp macchiato, whatever fall flavored drink you want. And then you're going to the trail and you're going to take a nice scroll through the foliage, look at the leaves falling.
Yes.
I always think of the movie When Harry Met Sally. I watch it every fall. It's not always set in fall. It's kind of set throughout the years. But there's this scene where she's wearing like a cozy jacket or a cozy sweater. She got a hat on, gloves on.
Yep.
He's wearing, his jacket, and they're walking through probably Central Park. Central Park.
Perky.
Friends on the brain. And it's fall, and the trees are beautiful.
Like that really
and it's
nice
just
colors.
it's romantic.
Yeah.
It's nice to do that with someone.
It is a romantic season.
Right? And it's a great thing for a first date because you're walking, you're chit-chatting, you're getting to know each other.
Yeah, if
it's chilly, maybe there's a chance to like link arms, cozy up a bit
and
as you're walking.
Thing. It's chilly.
Right?
You said it. So you don't have to worry about sweating.
No.
Thigh rubbage.
No.
Your boob sweat.
None of that.
It's cool, and it's like you're cute, and like you can stay cute and not
snug.
look like you just ran a fucking marathon,
You're
right?
so snug, right?
Yeah.
So that's one little kind of chill, laid back thing you could do for like a first date. Fall festivals, right? They're out.
Little Hallmark plug.
Go through a corn maze, right?
Yep.
Make them catch you, right? Right? Play hard to get. Oh, can't find me. or bobbing for apples. Baby, what that mouth do? Does he have jaw game? We need to know. Watch him bob those apples. Can he do it?
Imagine being on a date and like sticking your face in your hair.
No, it's like
water.
Oh, so what do you want to do? I know a place. Fucking barn full of barrels of apples. All right, you go first.
Oh my god, like primping and pruning all day, and like they're just gonna stick your face into this cold thing of water. Fucking makeup running down.
You put your $40 worth of foundation on. You're looking good. Your hair's done. Dunk your head in water.
You'd be like, do you need a towel? Like, no, I'm good.
But you know what? I need to know.
So what about just like eating an apple then?
Okay, candy apples, sure.
Bob for 'em?
Sticky sweet, lick them up. Love it.
God,
Love
Bobby.
all of it.
I agree. I think I said like a fall picnic too would be really cute. Pumpkin patch. I was at a pumpkin patch this weekend. There was couples fucking everywhere.
Yep.
My only thing with pumpkin patches, now that I was looking on the outside in, don't get all dolled up and wear heels and stuff to pumpkin patch. You look dumb. Like, wear like Blundstones or like a flat boot. Like there were some girls that were like dressed to the nines in this pumpkin patch, and it's like,
well,
you don't. That's not what that
people
looks.
People only go there for the photos. They will literally drive an hour.
Yep.
Get to a pumpkin patch, take a
pose.
couple photos, pose, go back home.
Yeah, but like if you're on a first date and you're like trying to waddle through a pumpkin patch with like a 10-inch heel on, like you it doesn't work.
No.
So dress for the date, I guess.
No, you're gonna be tits up with the pumpkins.
You are, and that's ain't no one gonna want to see that, right?
Yeah.
So that would be and I said a drive to look at the fall colors.
Yes, a drive
Wouldn't
as
that
well.
be nice?
Yeah.
Because then you're like, you can talk, you can like hold hands if you want.
And there's nothing hotter than a man driving.
I know.
One arm on the steering
Don't
wheel.
even. I know.
The other, right? You can maybe
like,
if you're on if
touch
this
his
is like
leg.
the second, third date, you can kind of put your hand on his leg and he grabs your hand.
Like-
I need to date someone.
Do you know what I mean? Like there's some really sweet.
Yep.
Date
And then
ideas
so
for
maybe if
fall.
you're a couple dates in, you're more comfortable with each other, having a cozy night in. Cuffing season. We've said this before. Fall is cuffing season. You want to settle down with someone at least for the fall when it's chilly and cozy.
Get that cuddle
right?
on.
Cuffing
Yeah.
season. Have like perfect thing. Watch a scary movie. Watch something scary that you can like cozy in with.
We have a great rec. Hill House. The Haunting of Hill House.
Yep.
It's a
Couple
10-part
years
series.
old.
It is a couple years old, but there's 2 of them.
Yeah,
The Blind
I've
Manor
only
one.
seen the first season.
Hill House it's really good. It's not too scary, girls. Like it's not too.
Oh,
like,
it's pretty scary though.
Do you
Even for
think?
me, yeah.
I don't like horrors or not horrors, but scary
I found
movies
it pretty
at all.
jumpy. I found it pretty.
But like a good jumpy, like you
yeah,
can like jump into
but
his
you
arms.
can jump into his arms.
Right? It's not like gore. It's not anything like that, and it's only like you can watch like a couple of them. And it's not like a 2-hour movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you miss it because you're doing other things while it's on, you can like go back and watch it yourself.
Yep. So you can do the scary movies,
Yeah.
or you can do a cozy little rom-com, right?
Yeah.
So I have some of my favorites for fall. I've already said When Harry Met Sally. You've Got Mail, the perfect
That is a good one.
fall movie.
Yep.
And I like my Hallmark movies. And one of the main reasons why I like these movies so much is because the main character, usually the female, is always someone who is like me, right? I'm in my 30s and maybe I'm not quite where I thought I'd be by now. So whether it's career-wise, dating-wise, right? Maybe you're thinking, wow, I thought I'd be married by now.
Yeah.
Like I find them so relatable.
Yep.
And a lot of people do joke with me because I do watch Hallmark. I'm not ashamed of it. I post things on Instagram with Hallmark all the time. Like I watch them year round. But the main reason is because I do find them relatable.
Oh, for sure.
None of them are about a teenager or a girl in their early 20s. They're all about people in their mid to late 30s, some in their 40s.
Oh, and they so
trying
get
to,
you in the
trying to
season.
get their career going, trying
Yeah.
to get there. And they're cozy, the sets and the sceneries for
thought you said the
fall and for
sex.
Christmas. They haven't done sex yet. I'm hoping they will soon.
Joe would love to be an extra.
But it's a nice movie to throw on.
Yeah.
And you can get cuddly and cozy on a Saturday,
And they're those easy movies that if you're like making out and stuff, you don't have to be like engaged in it, right?
Oh, that is such a good point.
I know. You don't want something that like
can
you're gonna
make
like actually.
out.
That's to be the worst. Can you imagine like throwing on a movie that he actually wants to watch and it's like yoo-hoo.
Babe. Babe. Babe.
It's like
Babe.
I'd be like,
Babe.
Joe, what you doing?
Oh, can't talk right now, Brett. Having sex.
Yeah, I mean, come on. So like just you be wise about it.
Yeah.
We don't want to put something on that he likes.
So
Basically.
so just a cozy night in, your
Yeah.
rom-coms or your scary movies. Be strategic, right?
Be strategic.
You want your cuddles. You want him to protect you.
You want it to be good, but not too
right?
good. You still want to be like the main focus.
Yeah. And then when you talk about cozy nights in, you
Mm-hmm.
got to have your candles burning. And fall is all about the candles.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have 3 here. So I'm a Bath and Body Works kind of guy.
Yep.
Every season I stock up
You
on some
guys
of my
should
classic
see
favorites.
his collection.
Some of the new ones. So
Mm-hmm.
I brought out, actually these are all my tried and true favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first one I'm going to talk about is flannel.
Yep.
Flannel smells like a sexy lumberjack man who is just cozying you up.
Can I smell?
Yeah, in his plaid, in his flannel. It's just, she's smelling.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you gotta talk in the mic, dear.
No. Okay.
Right,
So that would like get him like if that was burning, he'd be like, "Was there another man here? I gotta hook, line, and sink them
That's
right
right.
now." Right. So you burn that behind the couch.
I better hook her in. Another one I got is sweater weather. This one's hard to describe though.
What?
But it's just, okay, so it kind of smells like you're walking through foliage. And you got your man there because it does have a hint of like a cologne man smell. Okay, she left. I closed my eyes for a minute and she was gone. Is she a ghost? Oh my God, am I being haunted? Hello. So, sweater weather, as I was saying. Yeah, so it smells like, you're taking a walk through a cool, crisp morning, through the fall foliage. You get your sweater on, you're cozied up. That's a loud gulp. She just choked on her latte.
Oh my God. Because Joey was just like talking about the candle, and I just get up and leave.
You did. I had my eyes closed and I was sniffing. I opened them, you were gone.
Okay. Yes. So it.
And you're with your man though, because it's got that hint of like cologne. So you're cozied up. Maybe you're having a little rendezvous
Oh,
in
that
a
one's
fall
nice.
foliage bush. I
It
don't
almost
know.
has like a undertone of vanilla or something.
It's one of my favorites. So that's sweater weather. And then just one more. This one is leaves, right? It's your classic fall scent. It straight up smells like fall. It smells like you're in the woods during fall. And I mean, honestly, that's where you can find me all through October. So.
Oh, that's actually pretty subtle.
She says pretty subtle in case you didn't hear her.
See, I'm not a big Bath and Body Works person.
So those are my favorite. A few others, pumpkin apple. I like that one for September.
Ooh, that'd
apple
be a good
season.
one.
They have a couple different crisp morning ones. Those are always good to have on in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's a good time. So if you need some recommendations on your fall candles, I'm your bro.
I'm Yankee Candle because I used to work there back in the day.
She's a Yankee Doodle.
I'm a Yankee Doodle, which you can't get in Canada anymore. They don't ship or anything to Canada. But this is my fave.
What's that one called? Be Thankful.
It's called Be Thankful, and it has a picture of a big, juicy pie on it, and it smells like Thanksgiving dinner.
See, I would be all about the men, smelling the men.
and I'm
She's
all about
smelling
the
the
food.
baked goods.
I'm gonna let Joeigh smell.
Okay, bear with. Okay, ready? Oh my God. If that's not Grandma's kitchen.
Right though?
Oh, yeah. And that's perfect because that's a nice segue, right? We've talked about the dates, the dating, what you can do.
Yeah, how do you get a man to stay?
They always say the way to a man's heart is his stomach, and fall time is the best time for your baked
Foghorn?
goods. So what are Oh, isn't that foghorn? Or what? Oh, I feel like Eeyore.
I meant one of those like horns in a club.
Oh yeah, you're thinking of the
An air horn.
air horn.
Foghorn.
Okay, well. So
Bert wants you to come over.
it's like I'm just at home chilling. Wait, what's that? Shh, what's that? Oh, I gotta go see Britt. Britt needs me. It's like the bat signal. Oh my God. Okay, so baked goods. Britt, what are some of your favorite fall classics? You like the foods.
I was thinking about this. And I was like, if I bake an apple crisp, is he going to stay? And the answer is no. You need to put that apple crisp all over your body.
Chunks of apples all over your tits.
Right? So, girl, I have you guys covered, okay? I have thought about this.
She has.
I researched it. And this is what I've come up with. If you are in a rush, whipped cream, add a little bit of maple syrup. So if you're going to do like a cup of maple cream, a cup of whipped cream, add 1 teaspoon or even a 1/4 teaspoon to start of maple syrup and mix it in there because you want the consistency to still be like spreadable on the body.
You know what, ladies? If you're in a pinch and you're in a rush, just lather on some pumpkin puree on his dong and call it a day.
So then I was like, okay, so you know what? Okay, whipped cream.
I didn't know this is where we were going. I'm quite happy.
Cream. I was like, no, let's do pumpkin spice icing. That's hot.
Yes.
Like I think food in the bedroom is like super hot.
That's a good idea because usually you get your whipped creams and your strawberries and stuff.
Let's
make it festive.
You're like spreading icing, fucking sprinkles. Open the maraschino cherries. Okay, so
oh my God.
So if you want like a classic pumpkin icing or pumpkin spice icing, like a buttercream, you're gonna do 1 cup of butter.
Oh,
half a cup
full
of
recipe.
Hear me out.
Okay,
1 cup of butter. I'm softened. A half a cup of pumpkin puree, 4 cups of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then this is where you get your spice from. So 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg, and then milk if you so need it because it's too thick. That's your pumpkin spice icing.
And
however, I'm not
up.
finished yet.
Sorry.
To do pumpkin spice in general, just to spice anything up. I'm talking anything you want to put all over his body or yours, or just eat for
on a baked good. If that's what you want to do.
Eat a bowl of oatmeal. To make pumpkin spice, like the actual spikes.
In oatmeal.
Spike. Yeah, wouldn't this?
That'd be
Listen.
good.
So then think about it. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon ground nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon ground ginger, and 1/8 teaspoon ground cloves.
And that's it.
That's it.
I should be doing that. And
Wouldn't that
adding
be
it
good?
on stuff.
You can do it in coffee, anything you want,
Anything.
like just anything. So then I got thinking, this is
Here
what
we
I'm
go.
going to use. So I was thinking about it. And I'm like, no, you know what? 1 cup of butter and butter spice ice cream or pumpkin spice ice. For fuck's sakes. And pumpkin spice buttercream would be a lot of calories. Like we're trying to be fit. You know, it's fall. So I whip one up. I'm going to get Joeigh to try it. So this is called a low fat.
Okay, folks, if I die, you know why.
This is called a low fat pumpkin, I guess buttercream kind of thing. So it's a half cup of peanut butter with no sugar, no salt, 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and then a half teaspoon of cinnamon. And this is kind of the icing alternative that you can slather on your nippies. And this is only, honestly, 15 calories.
I just picture like your man coming home, you sitting inside a huge pumpkin, naked. Oh, babe.
So this is it. So I'm going to go grab it from the fridge because I want Joeigh to try it.
She'll probably edit this out. I'm scared. Am I just eating like icing?
I haven't tried it either.
What about the calories though?
I just told you.
Oh, you just said it was low calorie.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like.
Okay, it looks like shit. No, it looks like pumpkin pie filling.
Yes. Okay. So keep in mind.
I smell peanut butter.
Peanut butter, pumpkin, cinnamon, and maple syrup.
Oh, she thick.
Yeah. So I put
She
it in
a
the
thick
fridge.
girl.
I put it in the fridge for half an hour. I'm nervous though. Okay. Cheers. Oh.
Cheers.
Clink. That's not bad.
Okay. So it's very heavy on the peanut butter.
Yeah, you could probably put down the peanut butter a little bit.
But you really taste the pumpkin and the spices.
And not super sticky.
And I don't think you need to pare down the peanut butter. I find it's a good...
A consistency.
Yeah. So, excuse us while we just have a little snack.
What do you think?
It's good.
And this is probably a good little snack. You could probably put this on an apple.
Oh, you could. That's a perfect fall treat.
So there you go. Baking with Brett.
So. Well, no, Britt, don't put it on your tits. Not now.
The more you know.
The more you know.
That's not bad, eh?
Well, that was good. I like that.
So that's something that obviously I say slather on your body and have him lick it off, but
Well,
you can put that in anything. You can mix that actually.
you can mix that in oatmeal.
In like oatmeal.
And it would be melty.
You could do it on cupcakes.
Melting.
Super healthy alternative.
Good
And
idea.
that's what I came up with for fall baking and like
That's
trying to
good.
lure your man in.
That's
because I
good.
feel like using food in the bedroom is such a uncommon thing. I think if you were to do that and be like, look what I made, like, and I don't know, I just think that he'd be like mind blown. Do it. Let us know.
Something would be blown.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you would never do that, and then he'd be like, ew.
No.
I mean, make sure he's not allergic to peanut butter.
I mean, if you're naked, he's in.
Just,
He's game.
you know,
Right.
make sure he has no allergies, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I love that.
There you go.
Good little segment. Okay, so we've talked about the dating stuff. Let's talk about mental health. That's something we haven't touched on in our podcast yet, but we will be on
Yes.
certain episodes. But I do feel like one of the reasons why I do love fall is because I do find it serves my mental health. There's that quote where it's like fall reminds us how beautiful it is to let things go, right? The fall leaves letting things go. It's like a refresher. And I think, you know, when you go for your like fall walks and stuff, like I remember years ago when I lived in a different city, there was a nice big park on my commute home. So I would always stop in that park after work, have my headphones in,
Yep.
and I usually would play like some type of like jazzy piano type music, like
Ooh, very fall.
fallish, right? And just
Yeah.
walking through the foliage, the nice cool breeze, leaves falling. I'm too excited. Leaves flowing all around in the wind. And I would like, you know, just sit on a bench and just take in the scenery, take a deep breath, right? That nice fall crisp air, breathe out, and it does calm your mind down.
For sure.
And it's a great time to like do that and just kind of like reflect, right? Reflect on where
Yeah.
your life's going. Reflect on, are you happy? Is there any goals? We're coming towards the end of the year. Is there any goals you want to kind of wrap up before the new year?
Yeah.
It's a good time for that.
And I agree with you. Like, I always think too is like just things that perk you up would be like, for me, getting a cute outfit or a comfy outfit. Who cares?
Oh, I'm all about
grabbing
the
a
comfy outfits.
Starbucks, like a tall pumpkin spice or something, and then going to like Chapters.
Yep. And
Like
doing
something
a little
so
walk
simple,
around.
just by yourself.
Yep.
Go a little walk, do a little walk around, go for a little drive. Like that stuff all
Chapters
helps you mentally.
Is always the perfect place to go to like relax because they usually play coffee house jazzy music.
Yes.
You're surrounded by books. It's fairly quiet.
It is
in there.
quiet.
There's a lot of nice decor, journals.
It
You
is
can
a
just take a
great
nice
little place
walk. You get your
to-
little cup of coffee
Yeah.
and you're walking around.
Take a gander.
Yeah, I do like that. I also, so this year I'm doing something. So I always take my vacation time usually in October.
Yes.
I don't take a lot of time off in the summer because
No.
I love the fall and I love to enjoy the fall things that I want to do and not worry about work getting in the way. So this year I got my 2 weeks off, but I've booked myself a little loft cabin cottage out in the country for 3 nights on a weekend in a few weeks. I'm going to, pack all my stuff up, bring my candles, bring my fall teas, bring my, my stuff to watch my movies.
And just recharge.
All my outfits. It's located in an area that's close to the trails, so I can really step out and there's trails there. And I can sit it on. What are you laughing at?
Because I'm thinking like you're gonna be all situated, face mask on. You're gonna hear like,
Ciao. Not today, Brett. Not today.
that's all I'm thinking about. Is just like,
But like,
yeah.
I'm really excited because it's a loft, so it's above. It's
Yes.
above like a little garage or whatever that they have built. So I can't wait to like sit on the deck with my, like a cozy sweater, maybe wrap myself in a blanket,
Hot drink.
have my music playing or like a podcast, a hot drink, and just take in the scenery and the air.
just recharge.
And it's a good time. I think it's important to do that, even if it's not in the fall, just whenever, to get away on a little solo trip.
Oh, for
and
sure.
Bring a journal.
Yeah.
Journal. Take some time to do the things that you need to do for yourself.
That you would normally
right?
do in your everyday life.
Even if it's like, if say you have kids and you have a busy life and there's like a TV show you've been dying to see, you never have the time to watch it. By the time the kids are in bed, you're falling asleep. Book yourself a weekend away just to binge watch a TV show.
Yeah.
Or read a couple books. Like
So
whatever you want
important
to do.
And the Airbnb and stuff like that make it so easy too, right?
They're fairly cheap, right? So
Yeah.
you can get some good deals.
Budget friendly and things like that.
Yeah,
So.
and you don't got to deal with anyone. You literally just go, bring your own stuff.
I
Like,
love that.
I
Little
know.
fall
So
foliage.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, you're gonna have such a great time.
Another thing with fall too, I think it's good is do a fall clean in your home. So I do a big clean every spring, every fall.
Yep.
Where I basically strip
Like,
down
with the
everything.
old-
Yep. I go through all my cupboards, go through all my closets, my clothes, get rid of stuff. I like deep clean, like wash down the walls, mop the floor, like do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really good to do that because again, decluttering is good for your mental health,
Yeah.
right? Clearing that out, letting things go, starting
Yep.
afresh. It's all perfect for your mental health.
That's such a great tip. Those are all really good. Just things that I sometimes people with the fall too, it's that weird transition after summer, people mourning the loss of a season, right? Going with friends, drinking, having
Yeah.
that free pass to just eat whatever you want to eat. You're in the fall now, you're probably carrying a little summer weight,
Yeah.
right? And then it's Christmas.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you don't have
exactly.
that break.
Yeah.
I find, and Christmas, we love it. We'll get into it when the time comes, but
But it's busy
and it's
and
mentally
stressful.
draining. Money,
A lot of traveling,
finances,
a lot of spending money.
it's all of it. It's all of it. It's doing things for other people and not getting to enjoy the season yourself, because by the time you get to enjoy the season, it's Christmas Eve and you've just wrapped the last gift. We've all been
Exactly.
there.
Yeah.
So take this time to really just I was just looking at like the jack-o'-lantern over there that I have, like even just carving a pumpkin, like that's something
Yep.
that you wouldn't normally do.
Yep.
Or make a dozen candy apples
Yep. Or make some buttercream to spread on your man.
and spread it on your just
Like
enjoy
whatever you need
the
to do,
season of
you've gotta
the fall.
do you.
You gotta do you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And that's great.
yeah. So I mean, that's all that I had for certain topics.
That's
that we
perfect.
could talk.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we could have some like little recommendations of things that we like to watch or read or eat during the fall. So I mean, I can start off like. I know I go on about my fall movies, and I actually have, this is where my OCD kicks in, but I do have a fall movie list that I have organized by month and when is the perfect time to watch them.
And if you need it, he
right?
will hook you up.
I will hook you up.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, you've got mail, right? A lot of fall scenes. You got your comfy, cozy bookstore, right? A Chapters type store.
Yep.
It's a rom-com. It's set in New York, predominantly in the fall. Good movie to watch. When Harry Met Sally, I already mentioned it. Stepmom is another good one because it's mostly set. It's all of it is set in the fall.
Yep.
Julia Roberts, Susan Sarandon. That's more of an emotional movie.
Yep.
One that I haven't talked about before, and a lot of people might not know about, is called Breakfast with Scott. This is a Canadian movie set in Toronto, and it is about, it's a gay couple. One of them was a Toronto Maple Leafs player. He got injured. Now he just works for the hockey league stations or whatever. But because he's in the sports industry, he hides his sexuality.
Oh.
And circumstances basically brought a child on their doorstep, we'll say. So now they're kind of looking after this kid temporarily. And at first, they're coming to terms with it. The kid is showing signs of possibly being gay. And it's set in the fall. It ends at Christmas time. And it's a very loving story of this guy who's so not grumpy, but he's like a stick in the mud and he's always trying to hide who he is. And it's this kid who kind of makes him feel comfortable in his own skin. So it's a really good movie called Breakfast with Scott. I think it came out in 2007. I watch it every
I've never heard of that.
fall.
It's a good rec.
I usually save it for like November just because it's got that a lot of Christmas in it
That's
as well.
like Love Actually is the same way.
Yeah, so it's a really, really good movie. So, and I also watch Clue. Clue is a good one. It's kind of spooky for Halloween. And obviously you got some spooky movies
heard
too,
of Clue.
scary movies. So, and I always watch A Nightmare Before Christmas on November 1st because it's that transition between Halloween and now like going to the Christmas season.
Yep.
That's a good time to watch that one. So
I was just looking at movies here too, because trying to think like what would I watch, but Love Actually, like I had said.
Yep. That's a nice, like your holiday kind of movie.
Yeah. Hocus Pocus.
Oh my God. Yes. Hocus Pocus.
I just watched that. So funny.
God.
So funny. Where she's like, oh, boo.
Oh, boo.
Come do mommy.
That's one of those movies that I'm always quoting. Like,
So
gamak.
So good.
Right? Dead man's down. Dead man's. Like, you just always quote that movie.
So I said Hocus Pocus, Halloweentown. Don't even act like you don't know what that is. Halloweentown.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it? You would love it.
I
think it would be right up your alley.
I was never into that one.
And then I was going through, obviously, Stepmom, which you had mentioned, when Harry Met Sally. Silver Linings Playbook. That is a fall movie. It's romantic. It has my girl, J-Law, in it. I love her. So just things like that. I'm trying to think fall shows. I tend to, I don't know if you do the same thing, but when it comes to like Friends specifically or Sex in the City.
Thanksgiving episodes?
Yeah, do you do that?
I've already started watching the Friends ones.
I always watch the specific, like when you do the Geller Cup.
That's the one I just watched.
So
where Phoebe like lifts up her shirt.
Lifts up her shirt, flashes them. Or like when they make the Chanberries.
Yep. Yeah.
Right, so I watch a lot of fall specific episodes of
too.
shows.
The Mini Project, I used to always do the Christmas ones.
Yes, she has some good ones.
I liked Gilmore Girls is a big one that people watch in the fall.
That's a big fall one.
I haven't seen the whole series, and I actually just watched a few seasons a few years ago. I never really watched it, but that is a nice one to watch in the fall. I'm now watching Virgin River. Right.
My mom's obsessed with that right now.
So that is, it's not Hallmark, but it's very Hallmarky. It's about like a nurse practitioner who relocates to this very small town, gets to know the townspeople, right? So it's got a small town feel, a lot of busybodies gossiping, but it's set like in Northern California. So it's cooler. They're wearing a lot of jackets, and it's just got this very cozy kind of fall vibe.
Mom is loving it.
And I said this in an earlier episode. I'm doing a rewatch of Sex and the City.
Fallish.
And I'm really finding that even if it's not so much set in the fall, but it's like New York City. It's jazzy music.
It's New York.
And it's fun. It's a fun little watch.
Yeah.
So there's some things that I like to watch in the fall.
And that's a good one. Sex and the City, the movie, takes place like September, because that's when I want to, like, that's September to kind of like February, March, right in that like.
Yeah, so it's the perfect.
It is the perfect time. I always watch Sex and the City and I skip over where.
Yeah, and I'm excited because I haven't watched the whole series before. I've only ever watched the first few. So right now it's rewatching, and then I'll get to watching things I haven't seen yet. But we just found out that the reboot is coming out in December.
Yep.
So I have this mental timeline where, okay, I'm going to get through the original series, do a rewatch of the 2 movies, and then be ready.
Which is so cool because you can like see the full circle.
Yeah, so I'm kind of excited for that. Another thing I wanted to mention too, like I don't know if you like, I'm such a seasonal person, as you can tell with my movies and stuff, but also with music. Like I have certain playlists that I listen to at different seasons. And usually in the fall, obviously I like to listen to like a more acoustic indie kind of music. But also when I think about pop music, like darker pop music. So like Ava Max has a lot of darker pop music. I think of like Katy Perry, like Dark Horse.
I was just going to say that.
Not the End of the World is a darker one. Ariana Grande's got some nice R&B darker music.
Yeah, Dermot Kennedy would be a good person to listen to.
So if that's something, if you guys are like looking for like some nice playlists, you can look me up on Spotify. Yeah. I have a couple playlists. I have Dance and Leaves.
I was going to say, you should actually think about posting one of your playlists.
Yeah, so I have Dance and Leaves, which is a lot of upbeat, dark pop music. I have Sweater Weather, or Cozy, which is like acoustic-y kind of music. I have a moody one, which is like trap. I listen to a lot of trap music in the fall too, vibey stuff.
His playlists are actually really, really good.
And one of my favorite albums to listen to in the fall is Kelly Clarkson's Meaning of Life. It's very soul R&B. It came out in the fall a few years ago, and I always listen to it in the fall. So if you're looking for something just to kind of throw on that's easy listening while you're baking, while you're sucking your pumpkin covered man's
low-fat
dong,
pumpkin,
you just need that easy listening to get you through it.
And then for my recommendations, I would say the Monster Mash.
Yeah, I came over today to the Monster Mash already blasting. Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller,
Monster Mash, even Love Shack has like a
Love
kind
Shack,
of
Rock Lobster,
right?
Like
I love throwing on Monster Mash and then doing that filter back to Snapchat of like the funny like voice thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? That filter, and then singing it and sending it to people. So
that's what we love to do. So
if you're bored,
I mean, there's a few little fun recommendations that if you might want to check into during the fall. It is one of the most best times of the year. So
it is, and like I said, it's that transition right before Christmas, which just attacks like 2 months of the year.
Real quick though, listen, folks. When August rolls around, and if I'm starting to post fall pictures or that I'm excited for fall, it doesn't mean that I want summer to be over.
Oh.
Don't you come onto my post and comment, "Oh my God, Joeigh, can't you just enjoy summer? Stop wishing summer away." Listen, bitch.
Okay.
I love summer. I'm enjoying summer. Just because I'm excited that fall is coming doesn't mean I'm wishing it away. Let me post what I want to post. Thank you.
Obviously, this is specific to someone.
Oh, there's a few people.
No, I think that's one of a good point is like, I would say out of all the seasons, fall is the shortest.
It is. It's the most fleeting.
It is the most fleeting. You have all that back
sad.
to school because
joke.
Back to school eats into your fall.
No joke though. Last year, October 31st happened, and literally like the next day or just like 1 or 2 days into November, we had snow. Because I remember making a story.
You were here.
I remember making a story on my Instagram of like literally November 1st or 2nd of outside the snow and having like Christmas music and being like, I guess fall's over now.
Yes.
That's why I book the time off. That's why I try to prioritize and do all the things I want to do because, Christmas, we always say it goes by fast, but like November and December, you have 2 full months pretty much of doing Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
September's still too hot to fully enjoy fall things. Yeah. So you really only have October.
I know. And you're right. And I mean, last year, November 1st, it was snowing here because I remember I was like, well, I might as well put up the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And I know one of my girlfriends, Leah. Hi, Leah.
Hi, Leah.
Who we love. She listens and she's out in Alberta. So she probably even has a shorter season.
Yeah.
Like hers is a really fleeting. And I'm assuming they have like, a month of September and then they're into the cold. So, I feel you, girl.
Yeah, they do. They get snow quite early right there.
Yeah. So just enjoy the season while you have it, basically. Yeah. And use our tips and tricks.
Just be your basic bitch.
Boo self.
Basic witch.
Ooh, basic witch. You see that everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Boo bitch.
This was fun.
That was fun.
So yeah, if you've enjoyed this episode, Feel free to subscribe to us on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
On all of them.
Anywhere else. Give us a 5-star rating,
Yep.
a positive review.
All that good stuff.
You can find us on Instagram, 30 Kind of Flirty Podcast.
Yep.
You can email us at 30kindoflirtypodcast
Yeah, or on,
at gmail.com.
On Instagram. A lot of people have been sliding into the
Yes,
DMs.
we
Feel
have
free.
a couple.
We'll get back to you right away.
We usually respond fairly quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and we already got some ideas from people for future episodes.
Yeah, which
so
we're gonna do.
Keep those in mind.
Yeah.
That's a hint for our friend Leah.
Yes, no, we got you, and I think that that's important to it's all of our podcasts.
It's all of it. All right, so from both of us here in the studio,
From your cute little booze.
we just want to wish you a happy fall, happy
Yes.
October.
Yes, and we will see you next week.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys. Testing, 1, 2, 3. My name is Brittany and I'm here to sing. Go, Joey, your turn.
Ooh, sing for me.
That's a beautiful, beautiful run, Joey. One more time, love.
Sing for you.
Yes,
and
sing
you
it.
for me.